You know who Jason Lemkin is? He's Mr. SaaStr. But recently, he's built out two basically employees. One's an AI VP of marketing, and one was like an AI VP of customer success. But now it's gotten a little crazier because he is having the AI VP of marketing hire a human marketer. In the role, it says he's hiring senior B2B to C marketer, in parentheses, human. So I love that we have to call that out now. Like that you're hiring a human, not just an AI person.
God.
Or an AI. But here's his post about it. He says, so we're hiring a seasoned human marketer to report to 10K. Some folks think this is trolling or not real or for attention. No, they're just behind. I can't read this anymore. He's brutal.
This episode is brought to you by our friends at Vector. You know them, the ones with the cute little ghosties in the feed, aka your favorite marketing team's favorite ad targeting tool. See why at vector.co. Okay, welcome to
Notorious B2B.
Notorious B2B.
Yeah.
Okay, so your last episode in this office, you said, and
Yes.
we all like to be invasive. So please tell the kind people where you're going. If you can provide an exact address, that would be top notch. You won't do it. Do it. You
I
won't.
am moving to 1 White House Lane
Oh,
in
shit.
DC.
1 White House Lane. That was pretty good. That was good. That was quick thinking. Quick wit.
I've had that in my pocket for like years.
Oh,
Sitting
okay.
on that
Dang
one.
it. You should have told me that. I would have
No, I
just
didn't.
given you all the
I just
credit.
made it up.
Okay. So episode 65.
65.
65. That's
65%.
crazy. I can't wait to hit 100 just so I can tell people that we've hit 100. And
We're D.
really cool. What?
We're now a D.
We're a D.
Like the math, like F is 1 to 64, I think it is, and then 65 to 70.
We're a D grade.
D,
A
yeah.
D grade podcast. Okay. We're making our way up in the world. It's fine.
We're getting there.
We're getting there. Okay. What do we got?
First up, AI is now hiring humans, if that makes sense.
Come again?
All right. You know who Jason Lemkin is?
No.
Yeah, you
Am I
do.
supposed to know who
That
he is?
person. He's Mr. SaaStr. But recently he's been hot on, he's built out two basically employees. One's an AI VP of marketing and one was like an AI VP of customer success, I believe. He's been talking about it on LinkedIn. You know, he's just kind of going on with the whole thing, saying, you know, they do the reports every week and they run the show now.
Okay.
Which sounds cool. But now it's gotten a little crazier because he is having the AI VP of marketing hire a human marketer. And this is the funniest thing I thought about it was in the role, it says he's hiring senior B2B to C marketer, in parentheses, human. So I love that we have to call that out now. Like that you're hiring a human, not just an AI person.
God.
Or an AI. He's also hiring another human, a sponsor / partner sales exec. Both are human roles, by the way. He calls it out. But here's his post about it. He says, so we're hiring a seasoned human marketer to report to 10K, the name of their AI VP marketing. Hate the name, in my opinion. Some folks think this is trolling or not real or for attention. No, they're just behind. Sorry, no, they are ... behind. I thought it was an M dash for a second. 10K already manages all our campaigns and more of our outbound, integrates all of our data sources with data on every single member of our community from 10 plus years. 400,000 plus, and generates our top 10 marketing ideas of the week and top 3 every day. This AI VP of marketing is wild right now. It joins, puts that in parentheses, by the way, our team meetings and posts the first Slack update each single day. It tracks its own accountability in real-time goals and our accountability on revenue goals. It manages, in part, 8 figures of revenue. AI VP of marketing managing 8 figures of revenue. He says, in essence, 10K already drives 80% or so of our marketing initiatives. Together, M dash, with Amelia and me. It was together, M dash. That was not me, by the way. We are on the loop together, if not always in the loop. 10K is just, I can't read this anymore. He's brutal. But they're hiring a human for the AI VP of marketing. I personally just love that he has to call out that it's a human that he's hiring in the role. Wouldn't you just make an AI? Like, why are you? I don't understand that. Like, why you call it out?
Okay, so this is funny because I saw the Exit 5 newsletter yesterday or today, one of them that said how Ramp runs like this top tier marketing strategy and they don't have a CMO. The CMO is just AI, right?
What? Wait, what?
Is it?
Is it though? Or is it they just didn't
not
know?
like CMO is like a 10K like this, but they're obviously just like running it without a head of marketing.
But why is AI the CMO though?
Why is AI the CMO?
So let's take a step back here. Most CMOs report to the board and have meetings.
Yeah.
Are you saying that they don't have a CMO, so the AI is just having all the meetings?
I don't think it's that. I just think they're just running marketing, which Ramp is notorious in a good way, famous for good marketing. And so they don't even have a CMO, which is what was really interesting to me. This is the next level of like the head of marketing is completely AI, right? And then the people below, like doing some of the work, the strategic thinking is the human. Is that what's kind of happening here? And that's
what it sounds like for Jason. I'm stuck on your example here.
Why? It just reminded me that we're like not doing the marketing leader thing anymore. So it's either we're not having marketing leaders, right? Or we're replacing them with AI because we've deduced their role down to sitting in meetings, providing reporting decks, and that's it? Question mark?
I think if that's the case, we've lost.
You think so?
I think the AI CMO thing makes no sense to me. You should have a CMO and then AI under you, more so.
Yes.
I don't understand that. The AI, just to be clear on this for Jason Lemkin and the boys over there, the hood, the AI VP of marketing is yes, I understand it's holding an 8-figure, I think it's an 8-figure revenue goal, and it's providing 80% of the revenue. Just to be clear, Jason Lemkin is probably one of the bigger names in SaaS. So SaaStr is a brand. Yeah. You're not doing this with a non-brand.
Yeah.
That's not working. Like if you're just a company that just starts out and they don't have a brand that people are always going to go to the events all the time, no matter what, like people want to speak at the events, no matter what, if you have an AI VP of marketing or not, if they don't have that brand, that situation is not working. They spent 15 years, Jason spent 15 years building up the brand. They have inbound. They don't have to go out and actually I know they do outbound, but they don't have to really go get sponsors. Like you say SaaStr, people know your name. You're not doing that with some other company that has no brand. It's not happening.
So you're saying that Ramp and SaaStr and those companies can get away with it because people already recognize them, understand them, mostly come inbound, probably want to be part of whatever they have going on, versus Joe Schmo.ai that's trying to do it with purely an AI head of marketing.
I also think some of this is charades. I think there is some not telling us what is actually going on. Like there's no intervention with this AI VPM. No shot. There's no intervention with it. There has to be a person in the loop.
Especially handling that big of a revenue number. We've covered countless stories where AI has provided false analysis, made up numbers. They've made company pivoting decisions based on wrong numbers. And I almost feel like it would be a lot more management, like a human having to manage this VP to make sure that there's accuracy.
Probably why they're hiring a human marketer.
Probably why they're hiring human. So it's a good hook to say SaaStr is hiring a human marketer that will report to its AI VP of marketing. But the reality is that human marketer is probably going to verify a lot of what the AI VP of marketing is doing. And if the AI VP of marketing F's up, who do you think is going to get reprimanded?
AI VP of marketing.
No, the human that's there to verify the accuracies of said VP of marketing. I'm very interested to see how this all turns out because I feel like it's this little loop that we're going in where it's like, we're all really excited. It takes on. Now we're trying to replace people. And then we're coming back to like, oh yeah, it either costs too much money. There's too much inaccuracy. We need humans again. That's kind of where I see most of it going.
Yeah. I don't think we'll ever know because they're going to tell us the bad, unfortunately.
Hopefully someone will.
Yeah. Be a good story.
Yep. Okay. Moving on. Ariella Brown. This is interesting because one, we understand that it's a crazy job market right now. There's thousands of applications per job. And this was a shocking one because this company actually responded with why they had rejected someone on a job application. And this became like a big post for the 300 reactions. Okay. So let's look at this post here. So Ariella Brown says, what Limestone Digital wrote in its rejection email will shock you. It's copied from X. So it came from the Limestone Digital X account, and it said, our rejection email went viral on Reddit yesterday. People are shocked that a company would tell a candidate exactly why they got rejected. We're shocked that it's shocking. We asked for 3 sentences about a hard bug. We got 4 paragraphs about, quote, holistic approaches to software craftsmanship, end quote. The take home used temp 1, 2, 3 as variable names. Our company name was misspelled twice in the paragraph without attention to detail. We told them all of that directly, and we told them the door is open if they come back with work that shows that they wrote it and read it before sending. We reviewed code the same way, direct, specific, no hand waving. And the rejection email looks like this. It's a screenshot coming from Limestone, and it basically covers all those points. It said, hey, thanks for applying. We're not moving forward. We want to be specific why. Your rejections are useless. You deserve better than we decided to pursue other candidates. Here are the things that were flagged during the review. 1, your cover letter read as AI generated. This is what we asked for, but we got a bunch of jargon back. And we stopped reading after, I'm thrilled to bring my innovative mindset to your cutting edge team. Number 2, the take home submission used these generic variable names with no comments, no tests. The logic worked, but if this is your best foot forward, it raises questions about production work. Our company name was misspelled as Limestone Digital. Twice in the same paragraph in a cover letter that listed attention to detail as a core strength. None of this is unfixable. If you reapply with something that shows you wrote it and read it before sending, we'll review it again. No cooldown period and no hard feelings. So what do we think here?
I think it's awesome.
Yes. 1, this email was written partially with AI, at least.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there are a lot of tells, but that's okay because the feedback is actually specific. So something that I've also been doing in my work lately, like I just told you, we pitched a brand yesterday for some ideas for the podcast and some other stuff. And I came up with the ideas myself. Like I brainstormed a bunch of ideas and then I used AI to format and put it into a document and make it look nice.
Yeah.
But in the email, I had said, I feel like it's worth noting that the ideas are my own, but I did use AI to help me format the document. I feel like I have to do that disclosure because I don't want people to say, oh, well, she just used AI to come up with these ideas. No, I went back and forth. These are all things that I've seen that have worked. It's the whole taste thing. And then I think transparency kind of saves you there. So anyway, this was written by AI, but they probably had some specific feedback, asked AI to clean it up, sent it back in this email. What people were shocked for when I was reading through some of the comments, people were like the first comment here is, I would love a personalized rejection email, but there are 2 issues I see off the bat. It's not scalable in an environment where companies are getting thousands of applications per open role, and not everyone can deal with constructive criticism, so it could backfire. Things like angry social posts, negative reviews, etc. It makes me wonder if this was real or a campaign to get more eyeballs. My response is this. Number 1, you want to use AI to be more efficient. Now companies can get more efficient by providing feedback like this. Do they need to do it for the 1,000 applications that come in? No, but they've likely gone, like the people who are going into second and third rounds where they've had at least an interview, I feel like, or a technical assignment or something, that's where some of this feedback can be streamlined, done, provided to them using AI. And people do deserve specific feedback. So I don't think that they need to send it to 1,000 people, but maybe the 20 that they had a first round interview or some kind of project with. The other part is, if people are going to make a social post about this and like publicly shame you, I feel like this probably got a lot of good feedback because at least they were giving feedback. And obviously there's a good way to provide feedback. That is also a skill. AI can help you with this skill, I guess, and do it in a way that kind of covers your bases. And if it was a campaign to get more eyeballs, congratulations, you did it. Because now I'm like, I'll remember this. You know what I mean? And it worked. So I don't really see a full downside here. Do you?
No, unless it's like completely wrong. Like if you do try to scale it, that's the problem. It's like say you give them the wrong feedback, then it goes the other way on you.
Yes, you're right. That is the one loophole. So this is where, again, human in the loop, the person who's hiring just says, hey, here are the reasons why I didn't choose Tim. He's blah, 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 makes terrible jokes, whatever. And then it creates email and then it sends it. You know what I mean? But you could do this workflow. I'm already like in my codex mode where you could do this workflow that was like, okay, I interviewed 5 candidates. Here are the transcripts from each of the interviews. Here are the issues that I found out with each one. Draft an email in my Gmail to send over to them, giving them feedback as to why we're not moving forward with them. It would draft it in like 5 minutes while you're doing other tasks. You look at the emails, you review it really quick, send. If it's only like 20,
if it's only 5,
yeah.
This was talking about a cover letter, so this was the initial. This is not someone deep in the interview. This is the thing.
Yeah.
If you have 1,000 applicants, you can't do that. There's no time to do that because remember, your job is to hire the right people, not to give feedback. Your job, the thing that you're going to get fired over is if you don't hire for the roles that are open.
Yeah, fair. So you think they just didn't get that many applicants and they were able to do this? So maybe someone, because I can guarantee you this does happen, and I'm probably someone that's petty enough to do this. They saw Limestone twice, and they're like, oh, fudge this. Let me just give this person and just pick this person out to give feedback because they wanted, they were so annoyed at the time. I feel like I've done that before on certain things. Yeah, it's like how when I respond to cold emails, I read. This is probably a bad thing to tell everybody. I read every email, every cold email, because I'm looking for some shit to troll. Okay.
Yes.
So when I open the email and I read it, and I'm like, oh, you know what? That's a decent attempt. I'll delete it. So if I don't respond to you, it's actually a good thing because I will read it and I won't respond. But if you come at me with some dumb stuff, I will use it as an opportunity to respond and try to ruin your day. I mean, it's not terrible.
I feel like that's what happened here.
Yeah.
Because I'm not positive that they do this for everyone. I could be wrong. Look, and if this is real, they might start doing it for everyone because they got pretty good feedback.
Yeah. Because now what they're going to run into is someone will apply for a job and not get a response from them and say, oh, they said in this post, like, why wouldn't we respond with feedback? And guess what? They didn't. So now they've gotten themselves in this mess where they're going to have to respond to everybody who ever replies to or applies for a job.
But I just looked on LinkedIn. They don't have any open roles right now. So I'm assuming, and it's not to say that maybe they're doing it somewhere else, but I'm assuming they don't have a lot of applicants right now for a lot of things because there's not a lot of roles. So it could just been like a very specific one. And that's scalable. That's fine. You can do 5 to 10, 20.
5, 10, 20. I think at least second, like people who make it past the first round. One in-person interview, you deserve some feedback. That's my take.
You deserve it. You can't
demand
hold on to it though.
Yes,
you can't promise it.
You can't promise it. Just delight them with it when they're not expecting it. There you go.
Only the people that post on Reddit though.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you have an active social media account? Okay, I'm going to give you some feedback.
Do a little digging first.
Okay, what's next?
Moving on. Interesting kind of topic here. Do you know, so this guy, Danny DelVecchio.
Sounds like a guy out of The Sopranos.
Yeah, a little bit actually. He starts it off with a freaking headline here. The biggest scam on LinkedIn is commenting.
What?
I know you like the comments.
I'm a double commenter.
He said, last week I ran an experiment on my account. The rules: no replying to my comments for 3 hours, no comments before I post, and must spend less than 15 minutes a day commenting. The results in the same time frame. Impressions up 291%, engagements up 36%, 54 link clicks to my workshop, 23 registered, 12 attendees, 6 booked meetings, $8,295 in revenue. My unfiltered thoughts on commenting, he says. Commenting for more reach is a waste of time. AI comments are rampant, so thoughtful comments hold much less weight. Commenting to warm up lead before you reach out is not necessary. If you have a good offer and solid messaging, they'll come to your profile and look for the proof. Commenting has become so self-serving to the point where it's disgusting. Not bad there. The only reason people comment is that they want something to be seen by your audience to warm up a lead and get more reach. Not bad. Taz, that feels like you. There's only one reason to comment. Support good people and support good content. If you see something worthy of a compliment, give a compliment. If you have a good insight to add, do it. If you disagree, say something, but do so respectfully. Do your best to reply to all your comments. It's important to show appreciation to the people who support you for the right reasons. Sorry for the rant, but he's basically saying comment is a scam. What do you think? Comment queen-ish.
Okay. Before we even get into those comments, because I don't want them to influence my comment here on his commenting post, I'm going to say this. As a person who averages like 150 to 300 comments a week, that commenting is like my thing. It always has been my thing. I don't do it to gain followers. So that isn't like a thing, because if you look at the content of my comments, half the time I'm just poking fun or trolling or trying to be funny and stuff. And it's not like, oh, let me go do some stand-up comedy on someone's post so that they follow me on LinkedIn or I get business or whatever. I do know, again, from taking all the LinkedIn Guru courses and stuff, they all talk about it. You got to comment, leave something thoughtful, valuable, especially now LinkedIn is actually rewarding insightful comments because it gives you the impressions on your comments, yada, yada, yada.
Maybe.
Have I gotten leads, business, followers from commenting? 1000%. Has that been my goal? Absolutely not. That said, I get his experiment, but as you and I both know, there are far too many variables with LinkedIn to sit there and pinpoint that his commenting or lack thereof has caused that downstream effect. His content could have been shit the week before to now. He could have posted less or more. We don't know, right? So if he even did one extra post than he did the week before, he's going to have more impressions. That's just like the nature of the beast. He has one outlier, one really good post. That's going to impact your impressions both weeks. He could have done other posts to promote his workshops and done all of that and still gotten all his revenue. All of this to brag that he made $8,000 in a week. Anyway, it's fine. It's fine, Danny. I see you. But I don't think that it's directly tied to commenting. We've talked about this, like how you would actually test something like this. He would need to not comment for like 3 months or something insane, just to account for all the ups and downs. And I bet you Danny is not willing to give up commenting for 3 months. That's my bet.
No, he already commented on his post.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So what are the comments on the post saying? Do they agree with me or no?
Well, I mean, yes, but a lot of people, yes, because a lot of people are saying it's really not about like all those extra, like gaming the system and all that. It's like, you're building connective tissue within the ecosystem. You're talking to people. It's more of like that. Some people are saying it's really not that deep, which is fair.
Yeah.
Some people are saying like, comments do get thousands of impressions. Like that's fair too. That is the case. Yeah. I think to your point, not a good test.
Not a good test. And also like if you go in with this altruistic, like I'm commenting to support the people, which in general, that should be your general vein. And you can tell the people who are commenting on your stuff just to gain fanfare. But like, yeah, you would support good people. Like when has that not ever been the case? You know what I mean? I've commented mainly because I liked a post or I had something to say about it, or I liked the person, I had something to say about them, and that's it. But running it as an experiment to like, I'm going to comment for reach and for XYZ agenda, that's when you start running into issues. So I get it, but also not a valid test as a person who does testing as part of my living.
Yeah, no, I agree. And some of it also, like, especially if you're for commenting on your own, like if you post something, people comment, you want to comment back because you do want to like either respond or thank them. Yeah. And yes, sometimes it's literally just an emoji. Okay, I'm not saying everything needs to be thoughtful. Maybe that is self-serving. I don't know. Maybe it is, but it's better than nothing, I would say. I'm not the best at it either.
Yeah, I'm good at it, but that's also because 1, I like to talk a lot. 2, I love giving unwarranted opinions and trolling, but I'm not doing it because I'm like, oh, okay, I'm going to say something on Anthony's post and it's definitely going to get me business. Although I have had people say, oh, I saw you in a comment on Anthony's post. And I'm like, oh my God, what did I say? Because I'm usually talking a whole bunch of shit. Okay, let's move on to big prompt energy.
BP.
Big prompt energy.
Okay, so last week we asked for feedback and we said, hey, what do you want to hear less about? And I only got one person who texted me and said, can we not do as much AI? Which is fair. You and I are sick of covering it as well. Unfortunately, in B2B, AI is big news, but we're going to do ruthless prioritization and make sure we're not covering a whole ton of it. So I'm going to give you 3 of the big headlines over the last week. You will respond and then we'll move on. Okay. So here are some AI updates. Number one, Anthropic released their new model, which is the Fabled 5 or whatever. And we had a big discussion in the group chat yesterday about why they name all the stuff the way they name it. And I said, oh, it's just, a bunch of nerdy engineers who love this stuff, which is fair. And then we dug deep into that. But basically, they released their new model, but then they're backtracking on some of the guardrails on the model. So previously, if you had an important development request, developers will usually say, I want the best model to respond to me for this request. But then what's happening is once they put the prompt in and the request in, Anthropic then just decides, oh, we're going to just assign this to a lower, less capable model. Mm-hmm. So Sonnet instead of Opus or Fable. And what that was doing was providing weaker outputs, but the devs would not know. They think, oh, this is Fable that's providing it to me when it's actually the lowest one. So it's like, hey, we're assigning this task to a senior engineer, but the senior engineer is just assigning it to an intern and bringing the output back and has not disclosed it to us. So the first thing that Anthropic is doing is now giving everybody, especially devs, full disclosure into which model is running and provided the outputs and not disclosing or rejecting the models before that. So that's something to note. You always feel like you can choose it, but you can't. And this is more developer workflows. Okay. OpenAI. So OpenAI obviously is in this rat race with Anthropic. And we talked about just how they're much more cost efficient. Well, they want to be more cost efficient. So they're considering significant token price cuts as competition with Anthropic heats up, especially amongst enterprise customers. They've not announced a final pricing change yet, but they are reviewing it right now. They want to make it almost like a stupid, simple decision for enterprise to go with them. But the problem enterprise is dealing with is, oh, if we're already on Anthropic, we're not going to rip everything out and try to migrate like you did back and forth. They tend to stick with their models, but they're thinking if we cut prices further, maybe they will make the move and stay with us the whole time. So that's how they're trying to undercut, which is a crazy game to play, is to go that way. And then the third one is the most excited one for me, which is Siri is getting an overhaul. Thank God. Okay. Siri is getting an overhaul, including chat mode, personal context, developer extensions, and possible model choices, all from OpenAI, Anthropic, or Gemini. So you can pick whichever model you want. It'll help you run your device on your phone. I don't even care. I don't want advanced features. Please just have Siri just do regular shit. Like answer simple question, simple requests, please. And stop mispronouncing and misspelling my daughter's name, even though I've said it into this phone for years now. So I just need simple stuff. Great.
I'm pretty sure they said they were updating Siri 2 years ago. Pretty sure. Yeah,
well, we'll see.
I remember this specifically actually because I bought the iPhone 16, I think it was. When it first had like the AI stuff, I was like, oh, they're updating Siri. Like their upgrades are going to come in this. Like you can't get it in the other one because it didn't have like the AI feature yet. Yes. Like I was so pumped. Never fucking came.
Oh no.
Still, like I'm a big Apple guy. Like I got the AirPods in at all times. I got all the connective tissue. Everything's connected. Yeah. Everything's connected. Tez, I don't think you understand. Like you should look at my storage boxes. I got 50 different iPhones and like I'm a Mac guy. I love the connectivity. I got every AirPod comes, I got a new one. I got like 50 of these. My son loves them because he loves going like this. Loves it. The Siri thing's fudging crazy ridiculous. It's worse than it used to. I think it's worse.
It is worse than it used to be. For me, the number one thing Siri says to me is, I didn't quite get that every single time. And then it just quits on me. I'm like, great. So I actually use Willow, my voice dictation tool, on mobile. But it's annoying because you have to open the app and then swipe back. And it's just such a pain in the butt for me to do. But I still use it more than Siri because I cannot stand. So I only use Siri for two things. One, I say, hey, start a workout when I'm like doing something. And even then it only responds half the time. And the other one is for my kids. We call it Mr. Dinger, which is the timer on my phone where they're like starting to yell at each other and I'm trying to make them share. And I'm like, okay, or mom, I want 2 minutes in the bath. Okay. So I'll be like, hey Siri, set the timer for 2 minutes and it does it. And that's it. Those are literally the two use cases. It's terrible otherwise. So please update it. I will be looking forward to it. I'm also an Apple fan. Please, I'm begging you. I don't even need you to be as smart as the lowest ChatGPT or Claude model. I don't even need you to do that. Just like have basic functionality. You don't even need AI. Just have basic functionality. That's it. That's all I want.
To be fair, Alexa is not any better. So.
Oh, it's not?
Oh my gosh. Those things have been sitting in my house for 7 years and I still will ask it to do the timer and it'll fail. It is absolutely ridiculous. I've never seen anything worse. Like that is actually worse than Siri.
Okay.
I'll ask it to turn on the TV. Doesn't listen. Sometimes it does.
Well, it's so weird because when I go to my friends' houses and stuff, they're always like, Alexa, turn on this light. Alexa.
Yeah, sometimes it works.
Play the music. And it sounds like they live in the future because we don't have any of that in our house, even though my husband is head of data, blah, blah, blah. He's just been in tech for so long that he's very anti-tech because of it. So we don't have, like, it took him forever to do Face ID. We don't have Alexa in our house, no Google Voice, none of that stuff. Like, our house is very analog. So I always think that it's really futuristic, but this makes me actually really happy to hear that Alexa sucks.
To be fair, I'm a mumbler, so maybe I'm doing it wrong.
Yeah, maybe you're the problem.
I'll give it that.
Okay,
right,
let's move on.
Just flagging.
Hey there. Jess Cook, head of marketing at Vector here. And anyone who listens to Tass and Tim on Notorious B2B is a friend of mine. So I'm going to hold your hand while I say this. Native targeting is filling your funnel with ghosts. Wouldn't you rather put your ad dollars toward, I don't know, people on your website, clicking your ads, researching your competitors? I know I would. Vector lets you build ad audiences from those exact people. Unlike native targeting, which gatekeeps that shit. Only letting you pick like some titles and industries and then just trusting them to show your ads to the right people. Boo. Okay. Rant over, go to vector.co and get your ad audiences right.
Just flagging.
All right. Back to LinkedIn again because we got a new scam. That was kind of interesting.
Love a good scam.
Colin Fitzpatrick, probably related to Ryan Fitzpatrick. Maybe not. I'm not sure. But he said another effing scam. This one was clever. So I actually did AIDR this one. So we'll go with that reading because it's a little long. But basically, he received a LinkedIn message that invited him to a well-known AI and Web3 podcast. Side note, this is already a bad start. Web3 podcast, bad start.
Okay.
Very bad start.
Okay.
And the sender seemed incredible because they referenced specific details about what's his name? Not Ryan. Colin. Colin's work is, things he's doing, his audience. But after a lot of back and forth, they actually decided to actually schedule the call. And he got on the call because you know how like some podcasts, we don't do this, but they're like, oh, it's a schedule a 15-minute call to do like a sound engineer.
It's
thing.
the worst. It's the worst.
It's a big AI and Web3 podcast. You gotta, do it. So hops on the call with the sound engineer. He was kind of impressed. And so they said, all right, to do this, you need to download this software. So it's just some software he's never heard of. He actually refused to do it. And after the call, the scammer's profile, the sound engineer's profile was just deleted. So obviously he was this sound engineer was trying to, this fake sound engineer, trying to get him to download this software that I'm assuming would take everything.
Wow.
So they must have like used, some AI and Web3 podcast, some like famous one, like just probably not too big, but like probably middle tier.
Yeah.
And, use that as like the selling point and then got on the call with them. And like, cause as a sound engineer, you don't have to be at the company. Like a lot of times it's like a freelancer or something like that.
Yeah.
So you don't have to actually have like the company email and all that in the Zoom.
Crazy. You know what's funny? I just got a request today and, they always send the standard like, hey, would love to have you on the podcast, a little bit about the podcast. Here's a link to the YouTube channel or the Spotify link, and you can see all the episodes. And now I'm thinking, man, that's so easy because I can literally go to any like of the big podcasts that you wouldn't expect that they're the person doing the work. You could be like, I'm the producer for the Exit 5 podcast. You can't prove that. I'd be like, here's our list of all the podcasts. Here are some of our famous guests.
Yeah.
Can we get on a sound check and make sure that we're good before you and Dave jump on? That would be so easy to do.
I gotta say, good for him because I would have just downloaded it.
Honestly,
I'm gonna call like the pressure there, like 100%. They send me the link. I'm like, all right, yeah, let me download it. Let me get it done.
Yeah, because you're sitting there going, exactly. I'm not a podcast guy. I'm not a video guy. That's probably like a known tool.
Yeah, 100% would download it. Took everything, and then I would have, I don't know what I've done.
Then you would have gotten your identity stolen for the 15th time in your life or whatever, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's already, my stuff's out there. You could have it.
I know. That's what Nash says too. He's like, who cares? You already have all my stuff.
Google me. You can find all my stuff. Like, my stuff's everywhere. It's ridiculous.
Well, also, you have one little fail-safe though, and that is your name is a potentially popular name, meaning you're not the only Tim Davidson in the world.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's
For me, it's a little bit harder.
Yeah.
There's only one Tass Bober in the world.
Really?
Pretty sure. He's going to check
I'll circle back on that.
Okay, while you're looking at that.
No, because there's definitely more because I think I've looked this up before.
Oh, gosh. Here we go.
I mean, you are the only thing that's coming up, though.
You want to really make it unique? Do Taswan Bober. I bet you.
I bet you that makes it even better, actually.
Well, Taswan is for those that don't know, Taswan is my full name and I hate it. But it is a very popular male Muslim name back home. And so one of the things that's why it's shortened is because I've always disliked the name. But every time I tell someone in the US, they're like, oh, it's so beautiful. I'm like, yeah, you don't have the context. That's why it's beautiful to you. But anyway.
To be fair, I did quickly find your address, your date of birth.
You found my address and my date of birth?
Yeah. Date of birth, relatives. It's got Nash W on here, Patrick E, Tracy L.
Who the hell is Tracy?
No, I don't know about Tracy, but Patrick E. You didn't say anything about Patrick.
I don't know Patrick or
Pat
Tracy.
E. Bober, 53 years old.
No.
Oh, maybe they were the old owners.
Of
Do you know Rachel Shoemaker?
No.
Oh, okay. It says these are neighbors.
Imagine someone finds this and they go try and blackmail these people like as relatives of mine, and I don't know who you're talking about.
Is your net worth $255,857?
No. Oh my God. Okay, we're moving on. So Katie Kirsch said, when you meet the love of your life, and it all started with a cold DM on LinkedIn. And then she has a screenshot, 2 pictures here. One is a screenshot from Nicole, whose tagline is matchmaker and recruiter of love, and says, hi, Katie, any chance you're single? I hope you don't mind me reaching out. Your profile is so impressive. So as a matchmaker, I'm always keeping my eyes peeled for interesting potential matches for my high profile clientele. I'd love to connect if you're available or open, no cost. Warmly, Nicole. And then the next picture is Katie with her husband, you've got to be a husband or at least engaged. I don't know what couple just regularly takes pictures like this as a couple. But here she is looking very happy with a person who is probably in the high profile clientele. This post got 1,200 reactions, tons of comments, and some of the comments are funny. Like this guy says, exactly how we intended premium to be used. Very happy we were able to play a small part in this, Katie. And that's from the chief product officer of LinkedIn ecosystem.
Oh, damn. CPO.
Damn.
They
think it's...
They got games, so why not make dating?
That's a baller comment to get. Tell Danny, who says commenting is worthless.
Yeah, fudge off, Danny.
Yeah, this comment, amazing. People are like, oh my God, is that a real job? And then LinkedIn helped me get this relationship badge. That's pretty funny. And then, do you recommend the same logic for early stage funding? So just like a bunch of funny stuff, but people are actually enjoying this post. I did not know this was a real job, and it actually makes me kind of sad because this would be such a fun thing to have started. What if my niche was this?
It's pretty good.
I'm very good at connecting people. This would have been great.
It's a pretty good gig, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's kind of smart.
So anyway, point is, this goes back to what you had talked about in one of our early episodes, which is LinkedIn could work for online dating.
It's perfect for the situation for Nicole, right? Because
yes,
I'm just making stuff up here. I'm assuming this partner here that she married or engaged with now is a founder or CEO, busy, right? They got no time for dating. Yeah. No time to go pick up people at the bar, all right? They don't have time for that. No Tinder. They can't do it.
Yeah.
But you can find these people on LinkedIn like no other. Like on Instagram, maybe they have founder, maybe they don't. X, yes, maybe. But it's going to be a lot more devious.
It's more anonymized there, so you don't know what you're
100%. Reddit, no shot. But this person goes out and find these people that look busy. They're working at 777, right? And they start matchmaking. And it's easy for a founder male. You just show a picture of the girl. I'm sorry, but it's just easier, right? Boom. Done. Like it's gold. You can find these, you can basically tell how much people make based off of, their titles and where they're in their experience.
I mean,
I'm telling you, it's brilliant.
It is brilliant. Dang it.
No one else is doing it either. No shot there's anyone else doing that. Like she's probably the only person on it.
I don't know about that. There has to be matchmaking services. Okay,
I'm sure there's more, but I'm sure she's on top. Like there's probably like 5.
5 matchmaking. Okay, let's do matchmaking.
On LinkedIn. Like I'm sure she does outside of that too. It's more of like a relationship thing, like connections, but.
Yeah, totally. Okay, there's tons of posts here already. There's like CEOs of matchmaking, president, professional matchmaker. So there's a bunch of matchmakers. This is a thing. There's Nicole. She only has 2,000 followers. I see her. We have 4 mutuals. She's based in New York. I think that also helps, right? Like, are you going to try to find, are you a matchmaker that's in England versus, Canada versus like your location matters too. It's like, I'm not going to have like a Indian matchmaker trying to match me with someone in Columbus, Ohio, whatever that, unless that is a niche, we have a huge Indian population here. So it's like, I want to meet an Indian boy in Columbus, but in the most part, like it's the whole thing together. Like Nicole looks legit, right? Like nice profile picture, looks welcoming, very warm, very legit. And then you go from there. Who's a mutual connection? This should be.
I was going to say, you should ask on mutual connections if they got matched.
Amir, Hockey Stack founder.
He's probably on
he's
friend list.
Probably on the hyper. Yeah, he's young, very busy. Probably doesn't have time to date.
Got no time, but he wants a match. Now
he's in San Francisco though, right?
Now hear me out.
Okay.
No, I'm sure for her ticket price, I'm sure she flies. She can go wherever she wants. She got money.
Okay.
I'm sure she can fly. Hear me out. From Amir's point of view, I don't think he's actually looking for a date. I think he wants to get matched to VCs. I think he's on that funding round, second round here. I think that's kind of brilliant.
Through a matchmaker?
Think about the workaround here, but like, because I'm sure it's like any app, right? You set up criteria, and at a high profile, you could be like, they do this. Like, I want someone that does this, and he can say, I'm not saying Mir's doing this. Maybe someone else. I bet you someone's tried this. You can say they work at a Andreessen Horowitz or one of the bigger ones, right? Mm-hmm. Or they have like a certain amount of capital they can deploy or something. I'm sure there's criteria you can set. Mm-hmm. I might try that just to see what you can do. I might contact her. Be like,
please inform your wife ahead of time.
I just want to see the filters. I want to see the filters.
Okay. Please tell your wife that this is, because imagine that conversation, which is like, you're working with a matchmaker. No, listen, I'm telling you, it was an experiment. Oh yeah. Okay. Experiment.
For a podcast.
Sure. Is that what all the B2B marketers are saying these days? It's just an experiment.
Yeah. It's for a podcast. That'd be a tough excuse.
You would have to start after this recording came out and you showed her this clip that said, look, it's legitimate. You could be on here with me. Okay. You can't be like, I downloaded Tinder for research. Like, come on.
Obviously I wouldn't do Tinder.
I know, but this is
no
like
funding criteria there. I need some filters. Okay. All right, moving on.
What's next?
I don't even know. Is that it? Oh no, this is a good one. All right. Speaking of LinkedIn, another new update. So last week we had an update.
Their features.
Update. Yeah, they're going with it. So now they've launched a dating app. No, obviously not. But they have launched something similar. Native GIFs.
Yay.
In comments. So
GIFs.
So this is from a CCO at Shake Content. Breaking news. LinkedIn has added native GIFs. So you don't even need to read the post because you can just go down the line and you can see the GIFs. So basically now you can add native GIFs within comments in LinkedIn. No more screenshots of GIFs and just sending the picture.
Amazing. Try it because I don't see the option in your comment right there.
I don't know how to do it. I've never done it.
What? How are they adding the stuff?
That's a good question.
See,
maybe it's only for alpha users.
People?
Yeah. What the push?
Yeah. Deandra says, I want it sad face.
Oh, okay. So yeah, it's not for everyone.
It's not for everyone.
Not yet.
Dang.
A lot of people do have it though.
Lots of people do have it. What the heck?
One day.
The Borat one is hilarious. Oh yeah, see, he has.
I got it. Yeah.
Yep, he has a little GIF. Dang. Not us though. Not us. First, we're not on LinkedIn Top Voice, and now this. I'm thinking they're shadow banning us.
Yeah. One day.
One day. Okay, I'm going to check now and see whether I have the ability to add. Nope. Not me. Do you think it's only on mobile? Let's check on mobile. Okay, I'm going to go to comments. Nope, not on mobile either. Dang. Shadow banned. Okay.
Check mine too.
Speaking of LinkedIn Top Voice.
What?
Speaking of LinkedIn Top Voice, we're circling back.
Oh,
now.
I got it. I got it on mobile.
You do?
I got the GIF on mobile. Look at. You see it?
Oh, dang it.
Yeah.
So what? You just
it gives you options too. You don't even have to go search. Yeah.
How come I don't have a GIF?
I think it's only for premium users.
No, it's not.
It could be.
Wow, I'm so mad right now.
I got it.
Dang. Okay. All right. Moving on to circling back.
Yeah.
Circling back.
Circle back.
Speaking of LinkedIn Top Voice, someone has explained the process. I didn't read it, so you read it to me.
All right. So let me start off with a caveat here, or just a relatable topic, I guess. You know how there's the Forbes top 50 or 30 under 30 creators?
Yes.
So if you really go down the rabbit hole, I guess, you have to essentially pay to be in it. You have to know the editors. You have to there's a lot of politics to it. It's more than just being nominated for it. Okay.
Yes.
Seems like it's actually very similar. Turns out, at least, it's very similar for the LinkedIn Top Voice. Some of it, not all, but some of it. So this person, Kate Ladon, who's a personal branding LinkedIn expert, she put out this video that is how to get LinkedIn Top Voice in 2026. She's basically explained that she's worked in PR and all these and agencies in the past that have worked with creators on doing this. And there's a couple things that make it happen, essentially. So one, you could nominate yourself, but there's a nomination. So basically, someone else can actually nominate you to do it.
Okay.
And so she's actually explaining a lot of these people, and we've talked about this when we were talking about it, is they don't have 5,000 followers. A lot of them are under 5,000 followers or on that 5,000 follower range. So it's really not about followers.
Okay.
It's not about nominations. It's also about who you know. So she actually says, get on the radar of LinkedIn editors. So they have a big kind of pull here. Mm-hmm. So if you know some of the LinkedIn editors in LinkedIn, you're more likely to be kind of chosen. The posting frequency matters, and it's not consistency, it sounds like. So, she says, spoiler, it's not 7 days a week. Obviously, not a lot of people do 7 days a week, but it seems like doesn't matter. The frequency doesn't matter, as we saw with some of the examples where they posted maybe once a month. It was really not about that. And the topics matter, I guess, too, because it sounds like they actually pick different people for different topics. Okay. So there might be a lot of people within one topic, making it more competitive. So you're less likely to get it. So in our world, it's probably very competitive of B2B. If you're in lifestyle, maybe less competitive.
Lifestyle on LinkedIn. Lifestyle is very competitive on Instagram.
Right. But not on LinkedIn.
Yeah. Correct. Not on LinkedIn. Okay.
So
but if she knows so much, why isn't she Top Voice?
She probably knows you shouldn't want to do that either. There's probably something to it. And that's the thing though. We know they switch around. So maybe she was at some point. I don't know. She didn't really say.
That is true. They do switch around, which sucks. Imagine going through all this work and they just yank it after 3 months. And you're like, well, that was nice when I had it.
Right. Now, the other thing here that I thought was interesting is because you do see the blue little LinkedIn thing that knows Top Voice, and I'm like, oh, that's cool. But because she's been in PR and worked with these people that have it, she also knows some stuff about what it actually gets you. And she mentions speaking invitations at higher fees because of that. So you can basically flaunt that. Brand deals that come to you instead of you pitching. I don't know how real that is, but I'm assuming you could say you're a LinkedIn Top Voice and it helps. Press inquiries. Again, a LinkedIn Top Voice, you want to talk about LinkedIn, blah, blah, blah. And leads in your DMs from people who would have never found you otherwise. I don't know the kind of logistics behind that, but I'm assuming it does help with a lot of those things. So it doesn't sound like it's pay to play, but it is networking and getting people to nominate you. So in theory, you could game the system as always.
It's basically playing to play.
Playing the game, yeah.
Playing to win, whatever the saying is.
I'm sure you could hire a bunch of people to nominate you.
Oh, that sounds like a lot of work for not even a permanent reward.
But in the name of science, we could do it.
Name of science, use some of our sponsorship money just to see if it works.
Good LinkedIn post.
Oh, interesting. All right. Now, look at us. So on time. We are run out into closed one.
Close one.
Closed one.
I actually saw this one. Also, similar ones floating around on Instagram and people were sending them to me. But this one is funny that we found this over here. But it's a secret CFO page, which has 83,000 followers. What the freaking hell?
Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah, very cool. Must be just like a meme account. Those are the ones that do really well on here. Thought I'd try out responding to my wife's text messages in the style of Claude. And here is a screenshot, probably fabricated or at least the name's photoshopped. And it says, "Did you remember to feed the dog?" He says, "Yes, I did." "Are you sure though? He's whining and following me around the house." And it goes, "You are right to push back. I actually did not feed the dog." What? "Would you like me to suggest 5 new canine nutrition regimes?" And then you can see it's cut off and it says, "I want a divorce." And people are laughing, obviously. The one that my friend sent me on Instagram was the same concept, but it was dishes. Like, "Hey, did you do the dishes?" "Yes, I did." And it says, "Okay, well, the sink's still full. You're right to push back. I actually did not do the dishes." So this is just like a thing, but it would be hilarious if you see, that's an experiment you should run on your wife, not the matchmaking. You should do this and take a bunch of screenshots and then turn it into one of your songs that seems to go viral on TikTok. Yeah, thanks. Okay, what's next? This one was really funny. And it just says, "There's 50 grams of protein in listening to women." I love Bridget, by the way. She has 10,000 reactions on this. When I sent it to you, it had 8. I have not seen...
8 reactions or 8,000?
8,000. I have not seen something get 10,000 reactions on LinkedIn in a minute. Like, can we just talk about the achievement here? Like, viral posts these days are like 800. Is like a viral post, maybe over 1,000.
I don't really get it.
What?
I don't get it. Explain it.
There's a whole like thing
me,
going on about like, because we are a generation that's obsessed with protein and everything. And so now even on Instagram, people are all like, there's 30 grams of protein in like riding a bike to school or whatever, just like to get people to actually do it. And so she's using this as kind of like a feminine statement. You wouldn't get it.
That's why I didn't get it.
Yeah,
I didn't understand that trend. I thought...
Oh God, what?
I thought the opposite. I'm not going to say it. I can't say it.
Okay.
So I thought because you're listening to women just talk like more than a man would, that you're getting...
God.
I thought it was like you're hearing them talk so much that like I thought it was the opposite. Like you're burning
like
50,
you're replenishing. You need to replenish protein because you have to listen.
I thought it was something like that. Yeah.
Wow.
That's what I thought. I was like, why did Bridget post that? That's weird.
You are so lucky that only like 10 people listen to this podcast because you were canceled.
No, they know I'm joking. They know I don't care.
Okay, next one. This one's really funny. Please double check your work. But this is Yahoo Sports. That's what blows my mind. It's like the companies that are doing this are big companies. Adam Singer, VP of Marketing at AdQuick, posts a screenshot from Yahoo Sports and he says, "Incredible things are happening with AI." And it's the bottom of this article and on the Yahoo Sports section. And it says, "If you want, I can also tighten this into a more, quote, viral sports blog style or make it more neutral / newsroom toned." Literally left the rest of the prompt in here, did not even think to check. So if you've left this part, then you know zero editing is happening. They verbatim copied the article, posted it in here, and just hit publish. Was like, "Yep, did it. Hit the deadline." Insane that this is on like Yahoo. If Wall Street doing it, I'm just losing hope. I'm just going to quit.
Yes and no. I feel like Yahoo is so... Like I'm really surprised Yahoo's still around, I guess.
It's true. I don't.
No one really reads it that way.
I feel like Yahoo Finance has some legs.
Yeah, Yahoo Finance does have legs. You're right.
But I can't tell you the last time I've actually typed in yahoo.com and done anything.
Well, I think it's the default browser for some things, though.
No.
I think it's a Microsoft thing.
I'm a Chrome browser user. And then I use Safari for my incognito or testing stuff. That's literally the two. So, okay, we're finishing out today with our man.
He's back.
Chris Walker. Okay, I have to tell you something. He posted another post yesterday and he was like, he put a testimonial about Encoded. Like someone had DM'd him and said, he's living his best life, yada, yada. He's just like, my wife is saying that I'm far more present. I've made more money than I have before, blah, blah, blah. And I was reading that and I'm like, wow, is this working on me? Am I curious enough to try this?
Same.
I feel like he's going to get me at some point. I feel it coming. I'm just like, the marketing is working. I started off with like, this is ridiculous. And now I'm like slowly buying into it. I don't know. We'll TBD. But Chris Walker he puts out this post and says, what a Series A fundraising announcement would sound like if people told the truth. Quote, I'm proud to announce that we have sold 20% of our company to XYZ Venture Labs for $30 million at $150 million valuation. It seems like we're rich now, but I didn't make any actual money. I'm still eating ramen and grinding 996. Now my salary is capped at whatever the board approves. My title is founder, but I make a lower salary than the average mid-level manager. We're going to scale hard, like real hard. And by scale hard, I mean we will increase spending 10x and waste a majority of the money on things that don't drive any customer value. We will run out of money again in 18 months. I'll spend half my time building decks for investors instead of leading my company or driving value for customers. We raised a $150 million valuation. Sounds impressive, right? That's 100 times our ARR. And even though a majority of our revenue isn't real ARR. We talk about this all the time. The median public and private market comps are about 4 times. So we are overvalued by something like 25 times. We'll need to grow revenue from 2 million to 100 million just to clear out current liquidation preferences. There's a 30% chance I get fired as CEO by my own board. There's a 75% chance we spend 5 to 10 years building this company and literally make $0. And there's a 90% chance our investors consider our company a failure because it doesn't generate returns that actually matter to the fund. But I am dedicated and this is going to be huge. This is what I'm telling myself and this is what I'm telling LinkedIn. And now this post is going to get 1,000 likes with everyone congratulating me for what is statistically a really bad decision. Our startup is going to the moon. Rocket emoji. Yes, we just opened 80 new roles for our brand new office. Yes, our lease costs almost as much as our annual revenue, but culture. Like we are family. We get tattoos of our company and work 7 days a week. Who has time to sleep when you have to slave away to drive real returns for your VC overlords? Get in on the stock options that will most likely be totally worthless while you still can. And the icing on the cake here is his post got 1,100 reactions.
He's back.
He's back. This was so good. This has been one of his best posts to date because he said the thing that you and I have like a little bit hinted at. We've mentioned the valuation stuff, how it's a bunch of BS. I told you my last company. It was so funny when I interviewed. I still remember my boss saying, hey, just so you know, we are like literally 6 weeks from going public. You are joining at such a good time and we're giving you these extra stock options. And I was like, shit, it's going to happen. I was there for 3 fucking years. And even today, they are still not public. In fact, they've been making silent layoffs that have been happening. And so it's funny. Then he comments on the post. He says, yes, these are real statistics. And he gives the sources. And then Adam Robinson's comment in here says, OMG, you captured it all better than I ever have. You forgot. In 18 months, we will get rid of the lease, fire all the 80 new roles, and be telling LinkedIn we are focused on lean, profitable growth, and don't plan to raise money again. Now, Adam obviously has a vested interest in this because he is Mr. Bootstrap. So he is very like firmly against taking money, but not everyone is in that position. But honestly, this is like half my career described working for companies like this. Like, oh my God. So good. Closed one. He won it. Yeah. 100%. He won it. All right. The end. How is that for ruthless prioritization?
That's good.
It was good. So good. Let's not ruin the retention rate. Big thanks to our friends at Vector for keeping your ad budget out of the shredder. It's the only way to build ad audiences by name and not waste another cent on native targeting. You know, Bargain Boba loves hearing that. Check them out at vector.co.